Hey everybody, I am Big Will, and once again, I apologize for the corona hair I got going on. At some point, I'll get it all cut off, and I'll come in smooth as a baby's butt and just shock you all. But until that point, I am here as I am, and with me though, I have a buddy of mine. Hi, LA Comic Bro. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Will, man? Hey, you know what? I like this look a lot better than when you had the mutton chops.
Yeah, they're never coming back.
Good, good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it was fun when I was feeling good enough to start to shave, and I just went down gradually
Yeah,
and had mutton chops, and then eventually got rid of them. But yeah, I'm not doing that again.
yeah. I don't know if that look's ever gonna come back, man. I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too. So as of right now, absolutely no one's watching this, and that's okay. But
It's all right.
what we're going to be doing is the title of this is checking out price guides. Excuse me. And that's what we're going to be doing. I have the paid service to Go Collect. It's $6 a month. I believe it's going to be going up to $8 or $10 here pretty soon. And I also have a year of GPA, and it was $120 for the year. You can do it monthly as well, but it's I think $10 and change, 11 bucks, something like that every month if you do it monthly. Now, a lot of the guys in the community, like I think every one of the New York Warriors, like Erod, Big E's, Very Gary Comics, DS, all the guys that know what they're doing,
Mhm.
it seems, have the GPA. And then a lot of other guys, like Reggie Collects, very respected guy in the community. He is Go Collect all the way. He does those giveaways every week.
Mhm.
Now, I personally have a bias towards Go Collect because I've had that service over a year, and I only in the last few weeks have gotten the GPA. So I thought it would be good to have someone else on who doesn't have the paid service to either one, and we just compare and contrast and see, is GPA better like the other guys say? Is Go Collect better? Or is it just a matter of preference and they both tell you the information that you need?
Awesome.
So I guess the best thing to do to start off would be I'll get my share screen ready. Since I know how to work it better, we'll Go Collect first. And why don't you decide what book? Like, you got something you'd love to know how much it's worth, one of your slabs or something, or even if it's not slab, something you think you might want to get slab to see if it's worth it.
Tales of Suspense 50.
All right, let me get this screen ready to share. Pull up and Go Collect.
And what I've heard is like you say, the guys that are in the know use GPA. I've heard the same thing. Who dat? Yeah, everybody you mentioned used GPA. I use Go Collect because I don't subscribe to the service, but I do use it when I want to go in and just get
Yeah.
a feel of what the book's at.
Now
And
that
then I
that
use,
is something I think we should say is that Go Collect
yeah,
allows you to use. You know what? I think it's better to see it if I just make it full screen.
go for it.
Yeah. All right. So you don't get to see our beautiful faces, people. Sorry. Uh, but yeah, Go Collect lets you look up anything, and it'll tell you the base FMV that they have, which is their average of it. But it won't let you go into any detail. GPA lets you look up 3 books, and that's it. I think it's the Gwen Stacy death, Hulk 181, and something else. I might be wrong on the 3, but it only lets you look up 3 books to see how it operates, and that's it. You can't look up any book without paying for it. And we got Jack B in the house. What's up, Jack?
Jack.
So anyway, what I'm going to the Go Collect screen now. What book did you say?
I said Tales of Suspense 50, the first appearance of the Mandarin.
Tales of Suspense and issue 50.
Yes.
Okay. What grade are we looking at?
A 4.
Okay. Well, now when you first pop up Go Collect, you type it in. You have the issue right here, the year. It gives you a picture of the cover, which is very useful because we're very visual with comics. You know, you have to have the visual as well as the story and the words. And it gives you the 9.8 FMV here in the corner. And then right here, it normally gives you a 9 something, right here a 9.2, an 8.0, and then a 6.0 FMV. And an FMV is just an averaging of all the sales that they total up. So we're going to click on it, and it gives us down a grade by grade. All right, and you said 4?
Yes, a 4.0.
All right, a 4.0 is $200 for the FMV, and they come to that conclusion. Let's see, right here are 15 sales. We click that, and it gives you all the latest sales. So the last sale recorded is $250. The sale before that, and it tells you the date, was 159, 150, 247, and then 200. So yeah, that sounds about right. $200 for a 4.0.
Will, these are all slabbed prices?
Yes, everything that GPA has and everything Go Collect has are for slabbed books.
Okay.
And if you pay $200 for your 4.0 and it's raw, you probably overpay.
Yeah, I actually, I think I did, but I think I'm so happy with it because.
Well, hey, it's the Mandarin first appearance. That thing is going to go up because they're going to redo the Mandarin and do him right.
Exactly. So I don't
He's
think
too valuable of a villain.
I don't think I did too bad. What I wanted to ask you, and these are only from eBay?
No, these are from. Well, I can show you probably.
Comic Connect.
Comic Connect, eBay. They also do Heritage, Comic Link. They do all the different auction houses and put them together. It's just eBay is so common. That's why it's the one you see the most.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no, it's not just eBay. And then of course this census data is backed up, not as accurate as the actual CGC website, but it's within a few weeks. So a 4.0, you can see there's 47 graded. Let's see, 37 of them are universal, and then it breaks it down to that signature series. That's green label in the green.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a total of 682 graded, and that's it. All grades, 682. And let's see here. Okay, so that is Go Collect.
Let me ask one quick question. The
Okay.
way I use the Go Collect, of course, I don't have the full service.
Uh-huh.
I go to it, like let's say the 4.0, it's $200.
Yeah, that's all you could see.
Right, and then what I do is, it almost feels like it's not up to date or current sometimes. So what I do,
because the FMV is their averaging of the
right,
total, it helps to be able to look at the actual.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then the way I use it, I do that. I watch what the FMV is, and then I go to eBay and I look and see what the most recent sales are.
Right.
And that's how I get a general
Now,
idea of what I should pay.
The only problem with that is, let's see if one of these eBay sales has it. Can you see this pop up?
Yes.
Okay. Date sold, best offer. Okay.
Okay.
eBay will show the $299 in the sold when you look it up on eBay. Go Collect has a deal, I think GPA does as well, where they get to see the actual sale price. So it's sold for $250.
Gotcha.
But on eBay, if you were to look up the sold, it would show you $299. So you would actually have a false reading of what the price was.
Yes, exactly. I wouldn't know exactly what it went for.
Right.
Right.
So I guess now we should look up the same book in GPA. So
Well, I got one more question.
Go ahead.
How often, if you know, does GPA update their numbers? Is it a daily thing?
I think they do it as much as they possibly can, either one. I think that I've seen Go Collect where I've made a sale on eBay, and then I checked, and it's usually within 2 days I see the sale that I made.
Okay.
So that's fairly close. You're within a couple days using these.
Hey, if you want to check one more book, I just got a book in today.
Well, I'm gonna look up the same book on GPA.
Okay.
And I'm gonna switch the share screen, but I'm not gonna exit out of Go Collect, so we'll be able to go right back to it. So let me. Wrong button. Remove that.
What's up, Old Wolf? Don Dizzle. What's going on, guys? Jack B.
Stop screen. Oh yeah, I didn't get to see everybody. I was on the other screen. Don Dizzle, Old Wolf. What up? Overstreet on Rob. Yeah, all these are slab prices. So sharing screen to GPA. All right. So this is the GPA. I have one saved title. Of course, it's Wolverine.
Of course.
All right. So Tales. Whoop. All right. I think I spelled that wrong.
Yeah, it's with an S.
All right. So you have to look up title here. You don't put the number in like with Go Collect.
Okay.
And I have to go to the T, Tales of Suspense. I have to pick which one. So it's this one, obviously. And then I have to go in here and look at the numbers, and that's 50.
Yes.
Okay. And if you notice, there's not a single picture of a cover. We don't get to see the covers at all with this. So this is sort of odd how they have theirs set up. But right here, you can see it does the, I think I'm not on full screen.
These are all graded as well?
Yeah, these are all graded as well. These are, it shows you universal grade, the grade. If it's, this is the Pacific Coast pedigree, it tells you the pedigree. It gives you the 18, the 19 average, the 12 months average, and a 90-day average. So you've heard the guys say 90-day GPA?
Yeah.
They're looking right here in this column, and then it has the last cell. So we're going to scroll down to the 4.0, and we'll have to find us a 4.0 that's universal, which is this one right here. So 90-day GPA 205. The average for last year was 198. The average for the year before was 204. So fairly steady book, and they have the last sell at 252, just like Go Collect, which tells you they can see the actual sold price as well.
Yes, good point.
Then we'll drop this down, and this is where GPA shines. This is why I like them. This is from the first sale that they have of this book in 2013, the first time this book ever sold in this grade. And then the last time it sold, you have it here on the 24th of April.
Wow.
And it gives you the graph of it. So as you can see, it's not the most steady of books, and it's shot up recently.
Yeah, it's spiking.
So I don't know if there's a reason for that. And then if you scroll down a little more, it tells you total of books sold was 30 since ever. That's 30 books in a 4.0 of this title, and that's all that's ever been sold that they have data for. And it gives you the breakdown. In 2020, only 3 of them were sold. The high was 250, and the lowest one was 151. And it gives you the breakdown as far back as they go. They go back as far as 2000 or 2001, which is when CGC first started.
Right.
So that means this isn't a book people really slab often. Or
Yeah.
if they do slab it, they don't sell it very often. And anyway, you get to see all the sales. So let's look at 2020. It gives us the high and the low. Then we drop this down, and it gives us every sale, the date, and what the price was.
Wow.
So as you can see, it's a bit more clunky, and
Yes.
you don't have the ability to look at the covers, and you can't put in the number as well. You got to put in the title, find the right title, then you look up the number, then you get to the books, and you don't see a cover at all. But I really like this graph.
Yeah, you get more in-depth
Yeah. Now we pick a book that has a lot more sales than 30. This thing is really helpful and really good looking too. All right. So you had mentioned another book. We'll start with GPA on it this time. What's the other book?
Oh, the other book, Amazing Spider-Man 194.
Okay. That one will probably have a lot more sales.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man. Now, see, you can't just click on the first thing you see. You got to make sure it's the Amazing Spider-Man with like 600 something issues, which is the series that you want.
Exactly.
So it's, yeah, this is one of the real downsides to this one. I just do not like how this is clunky.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit more work on your part.
Yeah, but once you get to the information. Okay, and that was 194?
194, yes.
Okay. By the way, I'm not saying GPA. I'm not saying it's a bad service or anything. I'm just saying as of right now, it's a little bit more clunky to me. This is like an advert for both services.
Yeah.
All right, 194. There we go. What grade?
An 8.0.
An 8.0. Let's see here. Man, a lot of sales.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go. This is a standard 8.0. There's your 90-day, last year's average, the year before's average, and then yeah. Oh, excuse me. That's last year. That's the year before. That's the 12-month. That's the 90-day.
A 90-day.
And the last sale was 190. So let's break this out. Okay, wow, it's going up. 500 books sold so far for that title and that grade.
Wow.
Now, with that many books, you can really see how the graph can help.
Yeah.
So I hope you did a pretty good deal on it because it's on the rise.
I actually did. I got it, and I'll hit that 2020 button to see if it shows up. The top one, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
It shows up.
High 192. The low was 105, and there's 17. So now we'll break it out and see all 17 sales. Here we go.
Yep, my sales there.
Well, what date is yours?
It's the second one, the June 25th, the 184.
Okay.
So it does show up fairly fast.
All right, good. So 184, and this button right here will lead us to another screen. Okay, and it just takes you to the Verify CGC certification. I'm not going to share screen to it because all it does is tell you the what's on the CGC label and that, hey, it's a legitimate CGC book. That's all it says. But just in case you're wondering what these buttons do.
Dude, that's great, man.
Yeah, so 184. So let's see. So 184 would put you at right in here. Can you see that bubble?
Yep.
Somewhere right in here is about where you paid. So it's going, if you're here, it's going up from where you bought it currently.
Yeah. No, I think I got a good price on it.
And it's been going up since about 2013 or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, that's cool. That is cool, man.
Yeah. So now we look up Amazing Spider-Man 194 on Go Collect.
Okay.
Let me switch the share. Stop screen, share screen. I'm starting to get the hang of this sharing screen thing.
What's up, Demers? What's up, Gomez? Jeff Schultz.
Yep.
What's going
What's
on?
up, guys? Again, I'm not able to see you guys. I'm on the other screen, so sorry for not popping you in.
Yeah, I'll shout them out. That's cool.
All right. So we did do Tales of Suspense. Now we're at Amazing Spider-Man 194.
Yes.
Okay, now see, I love this. We can see the cover. It's nice. It's clean.
It's a lot more user friendly.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.0, 170 is their FMV,
Okay.
which is a total of everything. And they have your cell right there,
Yeah.
184.
They got it right there. Yeah, so it is fairly fast.
Yeah. And looks like there's 454 graded at an 8.0. 398 of them are blue label. But if we click this, you see that pop up?
Oh, nice.
And that's what you bought.
Yeah, that's exactly what I bought.
Yeah, it links to the eBay.
That is great. I'm happy with my purchase. So, what's up, Southern Geek?
Yep.
I'm happy with the purchase. I
All
don't
right.
want to wait any longer.
Yeah, so I want to do you have anything graded that's not CGC?
No, I have one, but I would have to go find it. I don't even know what's. No,
But do you know what it is?
Excuse me?
Do you know what it is, the book?
It's a Venom book. It was an. I don't know exactly what it is, man. I couldn't tell you.
Well, hey, Southern Comic Geek.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
I had a CBCS but I cracked it. If you want to try that book,
Okay.
it's a Fantastic Four annual number 6.
All right. Oh, the Franklin Richard.
Yes, and I cracked it, but it was a 4.0.
Crap. How do you spell annual?
AL. There you go.
There we go. So, again, it has a facsimile edition, so it shows you both. And it was a what?
A 4.0.
Okay, so there we go. 130, and there's your data for each cell. But you said it was a CBCS.
CBCS, exactly.
So let's check. Let's do this. We go to the analyzer.
What's up, Mark Spector?
Now we're going to refine cells to only CBCS blue label. Submit. So here we go. These are only CBCS blue label cells.
Wow.
So here are 2 cells,
Uh-huh.
one from 2020 and one from 2019.
Yeah.
Someone paid 219.
And
Oh, excuse me. Someone paid 195 of a 219 best offer, and someone paid 115.
That's mine. I paid the 115.
Well, there it is. So yes, this does CBCS too, but CGC is such a dominating force in the industry. Go Collect does everything by CGC, but if you go into the analyzer, you can break it out to where we just see the blue label CBCS. And if I click on this, there's your thing.
That's my book, yeah. That's exactly it. Wow, that is so cool.
All right, so let's see about the same thing on GPA.
What's up, Patrick Kelly? What's going on?
Let me stop the screen share and restart it on the GPA.
Dude, that was cool, man. Because since I don't pay for either service, I can't see that.
Yeah.
That was actually very cool.
Yeah, you have to pay to see. In case anyone was wondering. All right, so let me go back up here. Fantastic Four annual. All right. Oh,
Yeah, one too many ends.
oh, I put in 3 ends. Good Lord. I'm an idiot. Fantastic Four annuals, 28 issues. I assume that's the right one.
Yeah, it seems like it would be.
6. Yeah, with those prices, that's the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can pick an issue if you go up here. You don't have to go through the whole thing again.
Cool.
So let's go 4.0.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Look at that graph.
Wow.
That's only 30 books sold in that grade, though. But of that 30, see, this was one copy, one copy, one copy, one copy, and then right here, one copy. This is the one that shot up, and everything else was sold right here. So this actually could start at 2018 right here, and that's the real graph. But like I said, it does show you from the first time one is sold.
That is crazy. Look at that. That book was nothing until 2018.
Yep. But these are CGC prices.
I got you.
See how it has Universal, has the Restored, the Signature Series. As far as I know, there is no way to break out CBCS. I don't think GPA even lists CBCS.
Wow.
If anyone in the chat knows that they do, tell me how to break that out and look at it. Because live listing, market reports, analyze prices, that's what we're on right now. So I don't think it has it. Here are your filters.
Yeah, the filters are right there.
So yeah, I don't think it even allows for CBCS on GPA, which is a detriment.
Yes, really. It is. You would think they would be able to do that, just like Go Collect, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, they both got their pluses and their pro accounts.
I have both and pay for both, Roadhouse. So that question I assume's for you, Valia.
Oh man.
Well, let's look up something else because I don't want to look up a couple things and make a decision there.
All right, I think I've already made up my mind, and it's go ahead. Let's finish up, and then I'll make a determination.
All right, now hey, do me a favor and pick something really cool, Silver Age, like that we can really dig into the. Let's help GPA out with that graph that they do. What's something that's sold a lot? It's valuable, really good book.
A really good book. Silver Surfer 1.
Okay. I will make it full screen again. Let's break out Silver Surfer. Oh, good Lord. Now, this is an example where you have to scroll down Silver Surfer, find the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, it should be coming up soon.
See, 68 to 82.
That's 18 issues exactly.
It only had 18 issues?
Yeah, that first run did.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Who Dat? Oh, perfect. Who Dat's here.
Yeah. All right. What grade are we looking at?
Let's go with let's do an 8 as well. Let's do an 8.
An 8. All right. Here we go. Universal 8.0. Let's break it all out. We got the 90-day, 12 last year before. Now there's your graph. 484 sold. And as you can see, it's rising in price.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And let's look at, let's break out 2019. It had 24 sales in 2019. And that's a big swing, like an $800 difference.
That's huge.
Between the high and the low. I wonder if someone just got a steal of a deal or if, yeah, it looks like they did. Wow. So it looks like it started to lower a little bit at the end of the year. And it jumped up real quick right here in February.
My goodness. Huge leap.
Yeah. But yeah. So who dat? You're in here. Can you look up CBCS at all on GPA, or are they only CGC cells? From what I can see, it's only CGC, but you're more experienced with it than I am. But anyway, I love this graph.
You know what I've noticed? We've watched, how many books did we see? 3 books, right? Or 4 books. This will be the 4th book. It's incredible that almost all of them jumped into 2018 is when you saw the big jump in prices.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. They had a steady rise, but 2018 seems to be the year where everything started exploding.
So I'm typing in Silver Surfer #1 in the Go Collect, and let me share that screen, and we will.
Oh, you see who's that saying that?
No, I don't.
It's only CGC because CBCS never had a census.
Okay.
So it might change. They might change it. Okay.
So they're basing everything with census data, where Go Collect just based it off what had sold from the different houses and stuff. So they've always had the CBCS. So that's good. That change will be helpful. All right, so here's Silver Surfer 1 Go Collect. Again, I love that user-friendly. You see the cover. And we said 8.0. They have it at a 1550 FMV, and we break it down. There's the cells. I think that's pretty much the same cells, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Let's see if they have that first one from 2020 or not. Or, I mean, 2019, the one from January.
1050 or something, right? Yeah, there it is. Right there.
No, they stop at April, but I can look it up in the analyzer. See, I can go deeper if I don't get enough information here. Now we look at the 8.0. Let's stop at 2019. All right. Now submit.
Well, real quick, in you using this, you see all the stuff you got on the left where it gives you the option of the red, the blue, the signature series. Have you ever seen an option for like a double cover?
No, that would not be an option there. A double cover is just notated on the slab for a blue label.
Right. There's no way to look that up, the sales on that book, right?
No, not specifically a double cover book. You'd have to just find an outlier that's like really expensive, and that's probably it.
Gotcha.
All right. So anyway, there's our Silver Surfer, and then we can go back to the standard thing you'd look at right there for our 8.0.
Mark has a question.
All right.
He's asking, what's the census data have to do with the potential sale if there is ample supply?
Well, the census, I think what Hudat was saying, Hudat, correct me if I'm wrong, since that's a question based on your comment there. I think he was just saying that they have more data with CGC having a census for so long. You can have more accurate results, and you can, like this graph here, for example, it shows you that there 7.0 is the best grade you can get, apparently, because there's more of those than anything else. So when you don't have a census data, you have none of this.
None of that.
You don't know how many sold, how many could be sold, or anything. So I think that's what he was saying, but I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Yeah. What's up, Scott? Scott Evans? What's going on?
But, all right.
Yeah. Hudat just said you have more data with CGC.
Yeah. So hopefully once CBCS gets its bugs out of its population report, we'll have 2 good censuses, because that is very useful. I like having that. All right. Is there anything else you want to try or look up for either one, or do you think think we have it pretty much settled?
I think I'm good, man. Hey, Huda, everybody else, I'm sorry, but I kind of like Go Collect better. It's just more user friendly. I don't have either, but it just seems like it's more user friendly, and I just want to get in and out. I don't want to, how often do you really? That graph is amazing. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. That is awesome stuff. It
I
just
love that graph.
yeah, you got to just work harder at it, and you're going to be spending more time looking up more books. And honestly, how often do you really have to go to that graph? Maybe for a few books, but I don't see me doing that for every book. I just want to get in, check it out, boom, and go. And I kind of
think if you're selling books, that graph will be helpful more so to you with that than just someone who's buying books and looking up prices.
Exactly. I think for a seller, it's way more preferred. Yeah, look, Scott Evans is even bringing up a different one. He's saying, I prefer cover price because it's raw data.
Yeah.
I can see that too, Huda saying that he's been using it for so long that it's easy for him. Yeah, I could totally understand.
Yeah. Well, the reason we're doing this, Huda, is I have had Go Collect over a year, so I knew I was biased to it because of that, and I've only had GPA like the past week. I just bought a year of it, just try it out, because you can look up any book on Go Collect and it'll show you its FMVs. You just can't dig any deeper. But GPA only shows you, I think, 3 titles as an example, and that's it. You can't look up anything else. And that made me so mad whenever I wanted to try it out. So I just bought a year of it, so I don't have to fool with it anymore. And man, I think overall I would have to go with Go Collect, but that graph is so useful.
Big Will, you just hit on something. You sell books. Have you used it so far since you've had that service to help you sell those books?
Not yet, because I'm in the process of getting things graded, and I'm getting some things back tomorrow, actually.
Oh, good.
I got graded. I'll be doing an unboxing video tomorrow or the next day. Awesome. So I will be using it for that. Yeah, I can show you one example of where GPA most definitely outshines Go Collect. And let me switch the share screen here.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'll give you the example.
Yeah, look, and who that's even saying he likes Go Collect as well. He just doesn't use it. He just goes with GPA. And that's fine too, man. They're both great services. I don't see anything wrong with either one.
Right.
It's just pretty much a preference. It's almost like CGC or CGC.
That's another reason right there. I only use GPA because when he got back in, all the dealers were talking about GPA, and that's right, they were. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think GPA is the older service, is it not? Let's see. So I'll be looking up a Batman book. Okay. Got a search here for Batman.
This might take a little while, right, with Batman?
Hopefully not. Here we go. 711 issues, 1940. This is the original series.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a little more annoying, but it doesn't actually add that much more time.
No, it's not that bad, man.
I mean it's not that bad.
Who that's saying? Yeah, it is older. GPA is older.
Yeah, so there you go. So a lot of times, like CGC, if you're the biggest dog on the block and you're a Chihuahua, really doesn't matter if that's your Chihuahua. You're the biggest dog on the block.
You know what's actually the part that is kind of a little annoying is what you're doing right now. You can't just put in the issue number in your search.
I know that's another thing I prefer, and being able to see the cover to make sure I'm looking at what I'm looking at.
The right book, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is let me go full screen here on this. This is Batman 181. I will tell you, DS will tell you, and I would probably guess even Hudat would tell you, the best DC book from the Silver Age to invest in is Batman 181. By far, it is one of the best. if not the best. Matter of fact, I think it is the best, followed closely by Detective Comics 359. And as soon as I get down here to
which one's 181? The Batgirl?
no, that's First Poison Ivy is
Poison Ivy. Okay.
and we're going to look at a 5.0 and break this out. And there's why. Look at that graph. There's 157 on this graph here. And just look at how that's steadily climbing. Very rarely do you get a book so steadily going up, up, up.
Yeah.
But even look at the bulk from 2014 to 2020 is when most of the sales are. And look at that. Up, 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 a little slightly down there, and it's on its way back up again.
Back up, yeah.
I mean, even just 2020, here's your breakout of all the different books. It started at 430, got a 500. Someone got a deal at 325, then 457, 500, 450. We finally broke over 500 in this grade, and we're in June. We're only in June. So this one will probably be going up later. And I actually have a 3.5 that I got. It's a Universal. And look at that graph. Still, again, 2014 to 2020, most of them.
Yeah.
Fairly steady. And let's bring out 2020 again.
You know what also is cool about that graph? If you mind going up a second.
Yeah, I'll go up, but just here's the point I was going to make is 250, 285, all these 200, and then boom, 333, 293, 329. I bought it at $180.
Great.
And that was like a year ago.
Great.
You can see how much it's gone up just since then. So that's an example of an excellent book to invest in if you want to invest in a book. All right.
You know what's awesome about that the graph too is the little red that shows you the individual sales.
Yeah, copies sold per month.
That's great, man.
So I can go to 2018, I believe. So on 7/31/2018, there were 4 copies sold in that month. The sold price average was $300 for them.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah, it is. So I would, man, if Go Collect would just copy this graph and put it in their own service, I think a lot of the guys that use GPA would probably switch over. Because that's the only thing I see anyway, and I haven't been doing this that long, so I could be wrong. But that's the only thing I really see that GPA has by far over Go Collect. That and the fact that it was the only dog in town for a while.
No, I think it's a good service too, man. I don't think you could go wrong with either one. It's just more of a preference thing. This one's probably a little bit more in depth, but not by much.
But anyway, yeah, I like them both. I just can't afford.
Yeah, exactly. You got to pick one.
Yeah, you got to pick one. I'm just going to stick with the Go Collect, I think. But while I have this year
of
GPA, I'm definitely going to use the crap out of that graph, man. That is so useful.
And you know what, man? Maybe at the end of the year you decide to stay with GPA. You never know. You might just get so used to it that you might just stick with it.
Say again.
That you might just get stick with GPA at the end of your year. After using it.
That would be interesting to see. Because at the end of a year, that is if I decide to go with GPA after doing this video when I first start getting GPA, saying I like Go Collect better. Who knows?
When does your Go Collect run out?
It's monthly, so it doesn't.
Okay, I got you.
But at the end of a year, we should get back together in a year and do this video and see if I've learned anything. Or if I like the GPA better, or if I'm going to stick with the Go Collect. But I mean, as long as I'm paying for both, don't get me wrong, I'm using both.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. Are you going to stop that monthly Go Collect and just use GPA for the year?
I paid a one-time payment for the year, so I don't have to worry about it until another year.
Yeah, but are you still going to spend money on paying for Go Collect?
Yeah,
You
like $7-8 a month. That's it.
Okay, all right. I'm just asking. I thought maybe you would just go total.
If it was 25 or $50 a month, no. But it's so cheap. Yeah,
Right.
I'll keep it.
Cool.
It's still cheap, even though it's going up in price. I think a few dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding and changing some stuff, so I don't know what they're doing yet, but it'll be exciting to see what else they're going to offer. And
I think having the CBCS option is huge, is pretty big too. For Go Collect.
yeah, but to Hudat's point, we might be seeing that within this year that I have the GPA. Now that they have a census as well, hopefully that means GPA will be doing more, because when it comes to PGX, you just throw that out.
Yeah.
But with it CBCS and CGC on most books tends to sell a little bit more. But we're talking like $500 for CBCS and $520 for the CGC. We're not talking $500 for one and double for the other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and Hudat's right. Actually, Hudat, I think that Go Collect used to be $6, which was a lot cheaper comparatively to GPA, but now they're going up in price, so they're about equal. So you're going to have to decide, if those of you that are thinking about purchasing one of these services, you're just going to have to decide by looking at a video like this one, you know, which one do you prefer, because you can't go with the cheaper one anymore because Go Collect's going up. So they're going to be about the same price now.
Right.
Which is, I think, $10 and change. Just round it up, say $11, which ain't much. And we have BLC pop in too. What's up, man?
Meow.
Oh, okay. Southern Common Gate, he pays for Go Collect because of the interface, which that is very helpful. And it's in with CLZ as well. I did not know that. Now, see, I'm not a run collector, so I don't have to worry about things like CLZ. But if you do have CLZ, that's good that it goes in with Go Collect. Now, the question is, does GPA or will GPA? I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to GPA.
So this was good, man, because I've never really been on GPA because, like you said, they only let you do 3 books. So I didn't even try 3 books.
Yeah.
This was cool.
Yeah.
This was cool.
So anyway, we could beat a dead horse, but I think we better just bury it.
One more question. GPA doesn't give you the option of paying monthly.
Yes, you can pay
Oh,
monthly.
you do?
It's like $11 a month.
Oh, it's right. You pay less if you buy the year. Gotcha.
I just paid $120 for a year.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Now that I've
I
done
like
this,
how he forgot the question mark, so he added it in a special comment.
now I am, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm leaning towards Go Collect, but I actually am thinking about it. I maybe I gave that away. I might have made a look because I've never paid for either one. And after this video, I think they might, one of them too. And I'm leaning towards Go Collect. They might have a new customer. So yeah.
I can also tell you another thing. All I have to do is I can get on my phone and type in Amazing Spider-Man 300 GoCollect.com. Hit enter in Google, it pops up, and I can go straight to Go Collect Amazing Spider-Man 300 and see all the data. You can't do that for GPA. So it's also a lot quicker. So if I'm looking something up on the fly, it will be Go Collect because I just can't do it with GPA.
It's not easy if you're at a shop. Imagine you're at a shop and you just have to talk it into your phone. That's fast.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we'll just end it there. Thanks everybody for coming, and especially Hudat, because he really helped answer a few questions for us.
Yes, but thank you guys. Thanks for having me, Will, man. This was fun. I'm glad you called.
Yeah, well, no problem, man. I just needed somebody to. Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
agree.
Yep.
But anyway, thanks everybody for coming. We're going to be getting out of here. I just wanted to have someone else help me look at this because I was inherently biased, and I knew that because I've had Go Collect for so long. So appreciate you, Hialeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, man.
We'll see you guys.
Peace.